Hello, welcome back to Transport Fever Season 2, The Great Lakes. Today we're actually going to start building. Last episode obviously was an episode where I just talked about things and talked about what's going to happen and where we're going to do things. Today we're going to start building everything and just get this thing underway. So, we need to plan this out very, very carefully. Because I think Chicago is going to be quite important, either Chicago or Detroit. I mean, or Washington, but Washington's too far over the mountains, so we don't want to deal with that right now. Honestly, I think this is going to be the one to go for. So, we're going to start by building a station in here. We're obviously going to have to put in roads eventually, but the roads can come after the stations. So, as you can see, I've changed the mod over, so now we've got the mod that we want. We're not going to be really going into a huge station, so I mean, for Chicago, an 8-track station is probably... Do we need more than an 8-track station? A 16-track station? I think a 16-track station would be the right one to do. Second street connection, sure. And as you can see, it's still very hilly terrain. Even over here in Chicago, I know that there's some hills going out. So I've got those hills in there. Right, I think a 16-track station is going to be the one to go for. Let's go for a 400-meter long station. I think that's the best station we're going to get, and let's get a bit of curvature on it, like so. We'll stick it in. I want to stick it in around... That's where I want it. But of course, other trains are going to be coming in from the other side, so really maybe we need to do it straight. Maybe it needs to be a straight station. Yeah, I think straight may be the best bet, because if we're going to be having things coming in, for example, from St. Louis, Indianapolis, I suppose it's only St. Louis that's going to have the problem. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. If St. Louis is going to have the problem only, then I could put that on, I suppose. So I want it perhaps something like that. That looks about right. That does look right to me. Okay, let's go ahead and start demolishing this area. And that looks big enough for me to put a station in. And let's get this lined up perfectly. So like I said, this is going to be a season all about detail. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to be looking for as much detail as possible, unable to align terrain. But you can there, so we're okay. Something like that. There we go. So that is Chicago's main station. It's a shame we can't get like a station that's got covered over platforms and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, come on. That is going to be one heck of a station. And odds are we're probably going to end up running freight through some of these platforms as well, even though we're not going to be stopping at said platforms. These central platforms may end up having freight running straight through them from the north or something, or going to the north. Speaking of freight then, where should I put the freight station? And I also want to... I'm going to demolish this bit here as well. We're going to go for a... As you can see, I've got all the streets available at the moment. So we're going to go for a medium street, large street. Let's go for a large street. And I know America doesn't have that many things that are curved around, but I also know that you can have some things curved around. So let's do it something like I think something like that should do the trick. Yep, that should do the trick. We will hook that up to, say, here. I'm surprised it's actually costing money, but there we go. I'm not sure how this no-cost mod works then. Okay, so we're good there. Similarly here, I think we want to have a... In fact, over here, we'll try and keep it a bit more suitable, like that. Oh, that's a bit of a bump. I'll demolish that. Said no big deal in demolishing stuff now. There we go, something like that, and then we'll... Can we run this along the back of this? I hope we can. Maybe like that, and then like that. Run that straight, like so, and then we'll curve it across, and it will... Let's say it does that. I mean, it's not exactly how I wanted it lined up, but actually we could just... something like that. So if we were to line it up, say from here... Yeah, there we go. That will do. That will do quite nicely. Now, odds are bridging and stuff's going to be an issue, so we're going to have to rework a lot of these areas. But that is to come another time. First of all, we need to just work things out and get things running. What do you mean construction not possible? Oh, come on. Oh, you've got to be... No. So, like I said, we need to rework things at some point. Looks like now is that point in time. So I wanted it straight like that, but obviously it doesn't like it. So if I was to move it out ever so slightly, oops, and then do that, maybe it'll like to connect to that. Anything. There we go, a small street will do it. It's a bit of a bump, that's possibly what it is. There we go, right, okay, so we've got that connected there, that connected there. That's one of our main stations. So it's a good day to start. A very good day to start. We're going to have trams in this series as well, for those of you who are fans of trams. Also notice that the station is kind of backwards. I did want it the other way. Alright, well, let's do it. It's not going to cost. We'll put the station back in the opposite way. Turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it. Come on, keep going. There we go. Go on. I know you want to connect. There you go, done. Okay, now the station goes in, and it is the correct way, and we've probably got some extra space here for a bus station, perhaps? Oh, we do. We do have space. And we'll go tram track, yes. Eventually we'll have trams running on this, so look at that. Perfect. So that is going to be our first station. That looks good to me. That looks very, very good to me. That's probably going to be one of the big stations around. I think we're... In fact, how many more stations are going to be like that? Washington, perhaps. Toronto. I think I might do it in Toronto as well. So Toronto and Washington might have stations that large as well. Not bad. 400 meters long, you know. That kind of stuff. And let's see if... I don't know whether this is going to work, but I'm going to attempt it. Medium Street. It does work. Doesn't look that pretty. Does not look that pretty at all, but it does work. we can do is we can try and... I saw a couple of points where it seems to fit, so we could work out the widest possible point for it. Maybe even off here. Literally like that. That's construction not possible. Construction not possible. It would bridge over though. There is a very serious possibility of a very crazy bridge going straight over. So that's kind of interesting. We need to see, obviously this is going to be a big thing. We're going to have to see how things work out. It's not bad, you know. If only that was possible. I think tunnels are going to be the way forward on a lot of these stations, so if we have to do that. Yeah, see something like that, or I don't know, not yet. Right, let's figure out where we're going to put our depots. So, and in fact we need to figure out where we're going to put our freight station as well. So let's work on the freight station. That one. No, I don't need that. As to the length of the freight station though, ooh, that's going to be a big one. 8 tracks plus 8? No, I think 8 tracks on its own is just enough. Is 8 tracks on its own enough? Let me think. Trains coming through, trains coming out. It's going to be a hub. No, it's not going to be enough, is it? Oh no. That's a lot more tracks than I thought. That was 24 tracks. Something like that. If I do something like that, second street connection, yes. How about that kind of size? That wouldn't be too bad. Where would we build that? Where? That's a big question. Where should we build this one? We could build it out here if we really wanted to. Ooh. I mean, is that something we really want to do? A huge freight station right here in the middle of town. You know what? Yeah, let's take it. Let's take it. Why not? Why not? We're going to have a huge freight station, a huge passenger station. I think the city is going to look amazing when it builds up. It's all going to be great. Large street. Although to be completely honest, I wanted a road going out of here. But we're going to have to take some liberties because I know that there's a main road that comes out. In fact, right out of there in real life, there's a main road that joins an interstate, or it is an interstate. So we're gonna have to take some liberties, I suppose. Okay. Do we want that to cut through? Oh yeah, why not? Well, we'll end up having that cutting through. Bridge-wise, anything? Bridge pillar collision. See, that's going to be a problem with these big stations. If we do that, we're going to end up having these bridge pillar collisions. But if I was, for example, to say, well, no, let's go to 8 only, and say yes, and then say, if I was to then stick a second station there, and turn that around, this might actually help us with the bridge, you see. Well, now we've got unable to align terrain, but probably because of what we've gone and done here. So if I just smooth this out. Better. Now let's try it. See, now if I was to do something along the lines of that, I bet you if we had to, we could bridge over that. I know we're not going to get it on that bridge, but if we did... Oh, not entirely. Oh, that's not working either. Oh, come on. No, there we go. Yes, we can. If we do that, we can actually bridge over it. Right, okay. So the question now is that a good idea? Actually, no. No, we'll do that. Right, yes. So we have that, and we have this, and we can actually possibly even get 2 tracks running. If we really wanted to, we could get 2 tracks running straight through the middle. If we line that up perfectly. I don't know whether they'd like it, but I'm going to just... Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to take that one because I like that. And I'm going to put some ballast through here and just see what happens. No, see, it does not like that. Which is a shame. Because I could have run some trains straight through there. But we can put stuff in the middle here. We can actually make this look really, really good. So there we go. That's going to be Naperville. Wow, that's really close to Rockford already. I wasn't expecting it to be that close, to be honest. And then I will create one more large street, I think. One's on one side, like this. I'm going to have to remember this whole idea of the grid system. I have to remember that somewhat. We've got to have some sort of a grid system, which is going to be a problem for me because I'm not very good with grids. I don't particularly like them. There we go. That's 2 bridges right over the freight station. That's going to look great. In fact, you know how I said we want to have some food production and stuff in Chicago? Well, let's do that. We're going to start putting the industries in as well in this episode. So here we go. We're going to have a, let's see, food processing plant. How big are they? Very good. On size. And which side do we want it? Tell you what, let's put it on this side. Please fit. You do not fit. You will fit. You will... You are not going to fit. Okay, let's put it on this side. Like... where should we put it? Buildings will be removed. Buildings will be removed. Not if it goes right there. How about that? That looks great. Let's hope that this connects, because I didn't check that. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. There we go. We will put... what else should we put here? Oh, that's looking fantastic already. So this is going to be a lot of the industry area, and then Chicago's just going to spread around here. All the housing and stuff's going to be around here. Industry will be around here. I'm looking forward to seeing this. What else do we want in here? Anything else? A sawmill, a steel mill, no. Construction materials, a chemical plant. I suppose we could make plastics here if we wanted to. Machines, no. Let's see if we can find some food storage. Grain farm, no. I want to see if we can find something where we can store food. A silo of some sort. Tool storage, a swamp, a stone dump, a machine storage, log storage, grain silo. That looks good. Let's see what that actually gives us. I don't know what this is going to give us, so we may have to end up deleting it. Oh, well, it produces grain. No, it consumes grain. Yeah, that's fine. Then we can get some more grain going to here. We can upgrade it. We could always say, oh, that's going to be a capacity 5. There we go. So we can get some grain going into this place. Oh, that's going to look fantastic. Yep, that looks good. Okay, and we're going to have some of these large stations. Where are they going to sit? That's connecting, so we'll stick one here, one there, and we will stick one right opposite this station. And where do we want it? Directly opposite? I think directly opposite's a good idea. Like that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So that's actually... Okay, that's Chicago started. In fact, that's Chicago started and complete. We just need to run rails in and out of that. And hopefully that will build up. So that's going to be the edge of the city, I hope. I really hope this works. That's going to be a big city. Imagine all the cities getting to that size. That's going to be a bit of a problem already, I've noticed. It makes this map a little bit too small. But anyway, there we go. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this episode. Let's actually take a nice screenshot there to end, which shows the kind of work that we've done over here. Already in the first episode and getting things built. How fantastic is that? Something like that, actually. No. Next episode, we'll need to get some depots in and get it connected to another station. And then we're going to get some trains running on the first line. So we're going to have some trains running in and out of Chicago. Perhaps up. I think, which way should we go first? Up or down? I think we're going to go this way. We are going to go this way. Indianapolis. Should our first stop be Indianapolis? We'll do Indianapolis. And yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so that's our first stop. So next episode, Indianapolis. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video on YouTube. Thumbs up on Twitch. Subscribe or follow, whichever platform you are on. Leave a comment in the comments box. And do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. Will allow me to continue making videos like this. That would be really, really appreciated. I'll see you guys next time.